Good night. 2 weeks ago we talked about denial, which is the first lesson of the first step. And tonight we're going to be talking about powerlessness. If we're ready here on the slide. The principle one is realize I'm not God. Admit that I am powerless, control my own tendencies, and to do the wrong thing, and that my life is unmanageable. The Bible verse for that is Matthew 5:3. Happy are those who are spiritually poor. And step one is we admitted that we were powerless over our addictions and our compulsive behaviors, and that life has become unmanageable. And the Bible verse that corresponds with that is Romans 7:18, and that is, I know that nothing good lives in me, that is in my sinful nature. For I have the desire to do what is good, but I cannot carry it out. As soon as we start to take this step, as soon as we start to admit that we're powerless, our life starts to change. When I first came to this program 4 years ago, and I first looked at this first step, I struggled with it. I had a hard time understanding why I needed to be powerless. Because everything that I learned prior to that, in the world, and what the world taught me, my friends taught me, was that powerlessness was a weakness. But I slowly started to see that the way I was handling my hurts, habits, and hang-ups, the way I was trying to control them, it weren't working. It wasn't working at all. So on your handout tonight, you also got a handout when you came in. If you don't, there's some in the back table. Lori's got some. I think she's got some pins there as well. We're going to go over 4 things. 2 things that we need to stop doing, and 2 things that we need to start doing. First thing we need to do is stop denying the pain. That would be the first one on your handout there. There's 5 negative effects of denial. And I'll leave this up here for a while if you want to write them down. And I think Jolene talked a little bit about this 2 weeks ago. 1, it stables our feelings. 2, it wastes our energy. 3, it stops our growth. 4, it isolates us from God. And 5, it keeps us from our relationships. For me, people ask, what happened in your life that allowed you to accept the fact that you were powerless? I used to tell people that I hit rock bottom. But what I've learned through this program is what happened was that my pain became greater than my fear. My pain became greater than my fear. And my fear was that, I had a lot of fears, but one of my fears was that you were going to find out who I really was. You see, I was running this masquerade of trying to impress people all the time and not let them into my heart. And we realized here in Celebrate Recovery that pain is really, really important. And David knew it in Psalms. In Psalm chapter 6, verse 2 and 3, David kind of went through this as well. He had his own emotional issues as well, emotional pain. He says, pity me, O Lord, for I am weak. Heal me, for my body is sick, and I am upset and disturbed. My mind is filled with apprehension and with gloom. See, I think David kind of realized that his pain was greater than his fear. When we're ready to face the denial of this pain, when you're ready to get rid of that pain, we heard a testimony from Don not too long ago where we need to walk through it. It's almost like walking through a fire, walking through a bunch of flames. And pain, and the world teaches that differently about that as well. I mean, the pain, if you're in pain or you're in emotional pain, the world kind of tells us that we need to go have a drink or go do some drugs or, get involved in a healthy relationship. You know? The second thing we need to stop doing is stop playing God. It's either you can't serve two masters. And there's a lot of people out there that are trying to serve two masters. You can either serve God or yourself. And in Matthew 6, Jesus talks about this. He says, no one can be a slave to two masters. He will hate one and love the other. He will be loyal to one and despise the other. And we see a lot of this. We see a lot of this in churches today. That people are trying to serve two masters, and Jesus says it's simply impossible. It cannot be done. The first thing that we need to start doing is start admitting that we're powerless. And again, the world tells us differently here, you know, because the world's telling us that we need to, if we lust for power, that we're strong men and women, right? But we know that that's a weakness. When we admit that we're powerless, and we turn our lives over to God, first of all, that's easier said than done. Turning your life over to the care of God. And you know, Jesus knew the difficult too. He says in Matthew 19:26, he says, with man, this is impossible, but with God, all things are possible. And all things are possible. The last thing we need to start doing is we need to start admitting that our lives can become manageable. And David in Psalms, again, he talks about this. He talks, my problems are far too big for me to solve and are piling up higher than my head. Meanwhile, my sins, too many to count, have all caught up with me, and I'm ashamed to look up. Does that sound familiar? Is anybody's problems piling up above their head? This guy here. Sins too many to count. Ashamed to look up. When our pain is greater than our fear. When our pain is greater than our fear, we can honestly start to take a look at this. Look at this step one, denial and being powerless. Admitting that we're